You're listening to a CanadianMovieCrew.com production.
The Darkest Hour is the story of 5 young people battling an alien race who have attacked Earth via our power supply. Or is it? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Or Is It Movie Podcast, where we try to find the real story behind the story. I'm Sean Taylor.
I'm Tex.
And I mean Mark.
And today we're taking a look at 2011's The Darkest Hour. Some history behind this movie. Tex and I originally saw this movie in theaters, and we had a riot.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Watching this movie. This is before we started going to the movies with Mark.
I missed out on that experience, so I had the darkest hour and 29 minutes.
This will probably be the most recent movie we'll ever do on Or Is It, because we have that kind of unwritten rule where we'll never do a movie that we could have done for film studies.
Right, which we could have this one, yeah.
This one came out 2011. The first movie we watched was the first Hunger Games, which came out in, I believe, April or May of 2012. Because 2012 was our first season.
Right.
Yeah, but this came out in 2011, and it came out like around December.
December 23rd.
Yeah, exactly.
So just on the cusp.
Exactly, just on the cusp.
Yeah.
If not, this may have been one of the reasons for film studies.
Yeah.
We've got to talk about this shit.
Yeah, exactly. Actually, that's probably very true. That was probably in the back of my mind when I said to Mark the first time, look, let's just talk about this and record it, because sometimes the conversations are hilarious. I was probably thinking of The Darkest Hour.
Darkest hour, 29 minutes.
Yeah, well, we'll get to that. Oh, wow. Mark, had you seen this before?
No, in fact, actually, when you brought it up as our assignment for this recording, and I do say assignment, I was like, I'm like, I don't remember. Like, I don't think I even heard of this movie.
Yeah.
And then when I started watching, I was like, oh shit, that's that movie they told me about.
Yeah, actually, we mentioned this movie on the Battleship podcast.
Yes, we did.
You did, but I mean, since that time, it really hasn't come up in conversation, so I kind of forgot about it.
Yeah, and we've always actually been meaning to
I don't know how we haven't done this by now.
Neither do I, actually. When you texted me the other day and you were like, oh, Darkest Hour, we need to do that for Or Is It? I'm like, oh my god, we've been talking about that forever and we haven't actually done it. Yes, let's do it.
Well, I mean,
but
we've
it's
been
not
picking
as
on a lot
much
of older
fun to
movies.
watch by yourself.
Yeah, I found that. It's not as much fun to do it by your own.
This is totally get a whole bunch of friends together and watch it and have fun making fun of it. But don't watch it by yourself because it's so dumb. It's painful.
Thanks for that.
Sorry.
Yeah, this really should have been a group watch.
I didn't have the initial experience, yeah.
Yeah. But you can imagine what we were like in the theater.
Once it clued into me that this was the one that you were talking about and that you had such a good time. I remember you telling me about the experience of watching it in the theater and how bad it was. I'm like, oh, I get it now.
Really, everyone should have a text when they watch a movie.
Yeah, they need a pocket text. That's what they need.
Yes, points.
Go back to that old gag. Running gag. Inside joke.
Yeah.
Okay. Tex, why don't you take us through The Darkest Hour?
All right, so our story begins on a plane where Ben and Sean are flying to Moscow to torture Russians. Sean attempts to flirt with a flight attendant merely because he thinks he's cool and sort of looks like Kevin Bacon. Their taxi ride shows us the beautiful city of Moscow while also displaying the movie's sponsors, and the pair show up for a presentation that someone named Skylar stole. They head to the bar to drown their sorrows, and Ben and Sean meet the female half of the cast, Natalie and Emily. The power goes out, and so does everything with any type of electrical pulse, and then it's time to meet the monster of the movie, a completely terrifying ball of golden light that disappears. A cop gets killed, causing panicked running and some really hilarious death scenes. The 5 characters manage to escape the invisible aliens by closing a door and locking it, even though they had no trouble getting through the other closed and locked doors just before that. Anywho, days pass, the characters emerge from their makeshift bunker and decide to head to the U.S. Embassy. They get an innocent dog killed and figure out that the alien things make lights flash and evidently have the power to bring down planes but can't see through cars because movies. They make it to the embassy and find notes the soldiers were kind enough to jot down while fighting and lose Skylar since it's time for someone to die. They meet Sergei and Vika, and after showing off his toys, Sergei and Nat die. The group finds some Russians who luckily memorize the Wikipedia page on the aliens and know how to wound them. At first, they're reluctant to help the idiots, but they give a rousing Go Team speech, and because they're American, that's all it takes. Ben gets killed, and since it's nearly an hour and a half into the movie, it's about time we find out the aliens' motives. Turns out they like to eat our minerals and not say thank you, which is just bad manners. Any doodles, the group finds the sub, save Emily who swam the wrong way, and kill a few alien things. One more shot of the sub sailing, floating, driving, whatever, off into the sunset, because that's not cliche, and roll credits. I had no idea how that's phrased. I didn't have a freaking clue. As I was writing it down, I'm like, it's not submerged, so is it floating?
Yes? Question mark?
Yes.
Yeah, I have no idea.
As it
Because a boat sails.
floats off into the distance.
Yeah, exactly. My point, that's why I put the floating, sailing, driving.
Yeah.
Piloted?
That's a good point, actually. I never even thought about that.
What the hell did you get me into?
Do you know what? Okay, honestly, so the very first time that Sean and I ever saw a trailer for this movie, we were like, oh, holy Jesus, this is going to be terrible and we need to enjoy this live, basically.
Yeah.
We need to go to the theater to see just how shitty this movie is.
Because we had done that. Like, we would spend, God, hours and hours and dollars on rented videos from Blockbuster.
Oh my God. Yeah, we would go to Blockbuster when it was still Blockbuster.
Yeah. R.I.P.
we
Blockbuster.
Yeah, seriously. We would go to Blockbuster and we would like specifically search out titles
Yeah.
that sounded ridiculous, and then we would read the synopsis on the movie and be like, okay, that sounds ridiculous. Let's get this.
Yeah, and we got like 2 or 3 at a time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this was sort of an offshoot from that, and thus this podcast is born.
Yeah.
Yeah, where do you want to start?
So first of all, so I guess on another podcast, I'll tell my origin story.
Okay.
But where do we start?
Why don't we start with the very fucking first scene? Because
Dinks on a plane?
Dinks on a plane, because this is the first sort of kind of joke the movie tries to throw at us. Where he's playing with his little PSP.
Ah.
And flight attendant comes over and says something about how he needs to turn that off because the electrical impulses, blah, 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 blah.
Right,
and he's
it'll
like,
interfere with the plane.
you don't really believe that and everything. And he's like, keep your arms, uncross your arms if you disagree with me and whatever. And she keeps her arms crossed and they have like a little like, ha 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 moment.
Yeah.
And then the power goes out on the plane
Yeah.
for like a split second.
Yeah.
And then later on, it's called back in the bar when they take a picture with the cell phone and the power goes out.
Yeah.
I'm like, really? Because it really doesn't have anything to do with anything, anything at all. There's no point to either one of those.
Well, that's the whole thing in this
So-
movie is they don't even follow their own mythology.
No.
Everything they set up is either completely reversed or doesn't apply later on. Like, when the aliens first attack, as long as you touch the bubble, as long as you touch anything to do with the alien, you get disintegrated.
Except for one shoe.
Well, the shoe went flying off.
Every fucking time.
Oh, really?
Every fucking time somebody
didn't
was
notice
like
that.
facing. Yeah, actually, I wrote that down in my notes. It was like, what is it with the one shoe? Can it only take one shoe at a time? It can take an entire human body, but it can only take one shoe at a time.
Yeah. But then later on in the movie, they start dragging people with their electric arms.
Yeah. Which all I could think the very first time that you see that, when you get like the supermodel chick,
Yeah.
was scorpions. Come here!
Get over here. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I could think.
Did you recognize that supermodel chick?
No?
Oh, you should. She's from one of your quote-unquote favorite movies, Transformers. She was the Aussie
blonde.
hacker.
Not that one.
Oh,
The very first time, the supermodel chickie.
The one that Skylar's going out with.
Oh,
Yeah,
her.
her.
Oh. Oh, okay.
I knew who the other one was. I knew that as soon as she came on screen.
Oh, okay. Okay. I just wanted an excuse to point out that she was in this movie.
Oh.
So there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
But no, you're right. I obsessed over these aliens. I spent the entire time trying to figure them out, and you're right. They are inconsistent in what they can do. This is supposed to be armor, for one, but yet if you touch said armor, you disintegrate unless they don't want you to. So the alien can be floating over a car, or on a car, essentially, that doesn't disintegrate, but yet a police officer walks up with a baton, touches the quote-unquote armor.
Yeah.
His baton disintegrates. He disintegrates because he's attached to it, but the ground beneath him is okay?
Yeah.
What is this? What the fuck is going on with these things?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's the thing is like, and they start the movie off. You get introduced to all the characters very quickly. No character development,
One of them you get
and then
introduced to
shit
on
starts happening.
One of them you get introduced to on an app. He's like,
Yeah.
hey, look, there's an American here.
Oh, and I
Yeah,
love
oh, yeah.
that too, how she's not hot in that particular picture, but then they see another picture of her and they're like, oh, she's so hot.
And then when they see her
Why
live,
is she suddenly so hot when she wasn't that hot in the original picture?
I don't know, because she looked good in that picture, in the other picture, and then when
Yeah.
they see her live, they might as well have been playing that dow dow. Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah, seriously.
Bow,
Yeah.
bow.
She might have walk in slow mo, wind for some reason in a bar, sweeping up her hair. They might as well have done the whole thing. By the way,
Simply irresistible.
yeah, exactly. I will have our disaster movie cliches on the go. By the way, because I did pick some out.
I was hoping that someone was going to mention that.
Oh yeah, and let's start actually first. One of them that is a subsect of that, the airplane disaster movie, is where they're joking about what doesn't bring down a plane or how safe air travel is, and then something happens. Thank you for calling that out right away.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
that's
exactly.
the first joke is our first cliche right off the
Yep.
hop. Here we go.
Yep.
And what is with the blonde's accent?
It's Australian.
Yeah.
No, but it goes in and out
She's
throughout the
American.
whole movie.
No, I honestly think she is Australian.
No, she is Australian.
Oh yeah.
But the accent keeps going in and out the
I
whole
think
time.
there are
Like she
points-
laughs like she's British.
I think there are points, honestly, where she's trying to, like, get rid
I
of her
think so.
accent.
Yep, I'd agree with that.
Okay.
Because she's, like, full-on Australian in Transformers.
Yeah, yeah.
She's
But
probably
in
spent enough
this-
time around Americans now, having done that film and a few others afterwards, right? That she's just, it's starting to get to her, so to speak.
Yeah, but as a good director, would you not like, okay, cut. All right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Which accent
Did you
are you
just
going to
use the phrase good director? Good director in reference to this movie?
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
Well, this was directed okay in that they went places.
Yeah. Yeah, they were told where to go properly.
And I'll give them credit for no shaky cam. Thank you.
Yeah.
That is 1 point for this movie. They did not rely on shaky cam.
There was one thing about this movie that, well, one consistent thing about this movie that drove me fucking crazy is that there were points where it seemed like they were standing in front of a green screen when there was no need.
Which point? I have a
Pretty
point.
much the entire movie.
Yeah, like the big one for me was the last scene when they were in the sub.
Oh god, yeah,
Where
that
he
was
was-
ridiculous. But like, when they first get to Moscow, like, did they ever actually spend any time in Moscow, or
Well,
did
it was
they?
filmed in Moscow.
Okay, because that's what I was going to say. Like, it seems like it's filmed in Moscow, but there are points where it seems like they're standing in front of. I have no idea what any of the names of the buildings are in Moscow.
When in
But,
doubt, just say the Kremlin. That's usually
Yeah,
the
the
one
Kremlin.
building in Moscow that
Well,
they
the Kremlin,
use
the
forever.
Kremlin is where they ran into the police car with the map because
Yeah.
apparently all police cars need maps for the city that they're protecting. Because they say, like, that cop car, that'll have a better map. Why? I actually have a thing here. Okay, robbery at the corner of Kiev and Putin streets. Roger that. Vladimir, check the map. I'm trying, but I can't unfold it. Like, why do cops need a map to the city they're protecting? Don't you think they would know
Yeah.
where shit is?
The only thing that I can think of to sort of kind of explain that is if they were speaking to a tourist and they
Yes.
were trying to explain where a particular place is.
That would be fine if it was 1997, but this is 2011,
Okay,
and
no,
they
I'm
already
just-
admitted the fact that they have GPS.
It's a lame excuse, granted, but it's the only one that I can think of in this moment. I didn't say it was a good excuse.
But I don't
just-
understand. They introduced the whole globetrotting app, and then it's dropped.
It's stolen.
It's but
That's
the entire
the whole-
plot is stolen. But the entire plot point is moot because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, it doesn't at all because all the cell phones are dead.
That's because you rely too much on
They could
technology,
have just
man.
been. They could
That's
have
the
just
point
been
of the
going
movie.
on vacation
Yeah,
to Moscow.
yeah.
That's it.
This could have been a House of the Dead thing where they're just going to a rave party or something.
Yeah.
Like, I thought the app would have something to do with it, but no.
No.
It's only there to introduce Skylar,
Yep.
who dies anyway.
Is the most inconsistent guy ever.
Yeah, like when they enter the mall, and he's like, "Did you see what happened to the dog?" And I'm like, "Did you not see when they killed dozens and dozens of people, and
Yeah.
the dog killing is freaking you out?"
I'm not okay with any movie that kills a dog.
I'm not okay with that either. But I mean, like,
I'm still not
dude.
okay with that. When they showed the dog, I was like, you better not kill that dog. That dog better run away.
No, the dog
It's
dies.
so
Unfortunately,
rare to see an animal killed in a movie. It is so rare. And when that poor little dog disintegrated, I was like, you bastards.
yeah. Like, why didn't they call the dog away?
Because they're stupid and selfish.
And that's the
I
thing.
want to know why why can't they see
We've
through?
reached that point in the thing where Tex starts crying.
Why can't they see through glass?
Why can't they see? Why can't they see through the cop car?
I don't know, but why can't they see through glass?
I don't know.
And welcome to our next disaster movie cliche, dumbed down explanations.
Oh,
I'm going to argue that because there's no reason for him to know that.
Okay.
He just all of a sudden knows that.
yeah, especially since it's already been established he's slacker. He's the slacker character.
Yeah. That's the thing in this movie is like I have a whole section in my notes called "How the hell did you know that?"
Oh, yay.
They won't be able to see through glass. They can't see you through glass. How do you know that? He just says it.
Yeah, and he
they
tosses
actually
out
calls
some
it out.
type of like electromagnetic something.
Yeah. How do you know that?
Yeah.
How do you know that that's what that alien is? And they actually call it out in the movie. It's like, how do you know that? Shark Week? That's not a valid answer.
Yeah.
What do you mean Shark Week? What do you mean? What do you mean? That's like saying, Sean, how did you know that the aliens weren't going to blow up the Earth? Oh, you know, Oprah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not an answer to the question. Yeah, Master Chef,
It was on Letterman,
He-Man, like
Letterman's top 10.
yeah, like fucking thing. And then they find the map with the number, and they think it's the number of survivors. And they just look at it and they're like, oh, that's the number of survivors.
Yeah. How would they know that?
How do you know that?
How would any of those cities know that?
And then they talk about the aliens like, oh, they came here with a plan. How do you know that?
Why is there a radio in a birdcage?
I don't.
Why? Like when you see the radio, I was like,
Radio
okay,
want a cracker? I don't
radio,
know.
and they got the radio in the birdcage, and I'm like, what? Does that save it in some way? No.
Maybe it amplifies the power or the signal. Maybe I don't know.
Maybe.
But then again, wouldn't more people with ham radios have bird cages around them?
I don't know.
They explain it.
Do they?
They do not.
They do. I'm not saying they do it well. So
Okay, I totally missed the explanation. Please exposit.
for our dumbed down explanations, first of all, our hero says maybe they tune into our bioelectrical shit. So that's the dumbest of dumbed down explanations we have ever had in any
Yeah.
of our disaster movies that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Is like literally just cursing at the end of it. So we don't even have that. We're missing the cliche with the one scientist who knows everything. At least at first, he shows up.
Yeah,
later,
I was gonna say that's
and-
not true, but
and
okay.
then he dies. But of our heroes, there's not that one Wunderkind who knows everything. Yeah. Except this guy who just kind of makes up shit that he saw from Shark Week. So he figures out that the bioelectrical shit is what they're after. The glass, they only find out by accident and happenstance, and it's the only thing that changes between when the people are getting eaten, well, for lack of a better word, and why he could stand next to a bloody mannequin and not get eaten.
Yeah.
He seems to know a little bit about electricity and how it works.
I kind of got the idea that he was smart, but a slacker.
I think that's what they were going for. They didn't do it well enough to really give us that. Like, he's not like the Jake Gyllenhaal from Day After Tomorrow kind of.
Fuck.
Yeah. Well, and I can't believe I had to make that fucking comparison. Thank you, movie.
No, but that is actually true because it is established that kid is really smart.
But he's wasting his life.
Yeah, he just doesn't apply himself.
Yeah, he's just a party animal.
Which you also, that's kind of a cliche character as well, when you think about it, is you've got that, like...
Smart but lazy?
Yeah, not smart but... Not smart but lazy, and like not exactly, just like carelessly genius, and
sort
not
smart,
doing anything with it.
Smart but apathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, so he explains that or someone calls it out anyway, that glass is actually like an electrical inhibitor. And so that's why they can't see it. They can't see the bioelectrical shit through glass because it actually inhibits electricity.
But if that's the case, then why does it light up the light bulbs around their necks?
Thank you.
Because they're emitting electricity. So it gets conducted through the wire, through the bottom of the lamp. Right?
Oh, I guess through the bottom of the bulb.
Yeah, when you screw in a light bulb, it connects to electricity, the light bulb lights up. So when they pass over it, the electricity is going through that same mechanism and lighting up the bulb. Not going through the glass, but through the actual mechanism that you would put in the base of into a lamp.
Okay, and does glass stop electricity?
I think so.
Then, as far as I think it's an inhibitor. I don't know if it's really like if you could just hold up a pane of glass and survive lightning.
Yeah, it's an inhibitor, so it may slow it down, but I don't think it stops it completely.
Yeah, I mean, like if it was lightning, the lightning would be hot enough to melt the glass, and that would be that. But if it's, I think electrical waves, you could you don't get static electricity from touching glass.
Yeah, but they also say that these aliens are microwaves, though.
Well, yeah, this is where the science is starting to really break down. But they do call out the bird cage. They gave it a name, and I had it in my notes. My notes are fucking here because I wrote it down. They named it's a principle whereby by surrounding something in metal that also has the same effect but more potent.
Yeah,
and that's why the radio waves are able to get out, but the electrical impulses from the radio itself are contained within the cage. That's why they put the radio in the cage. The problem is, like you're saying, none of these characters should know this stuff until we hit Russian scientist guy. He's the guy that needs to explain why everything's working the way it is. They should know fuck all because these. Oh,
you mean Russian electrician?
Yeah, and when it comes to him, I had a question about his apartment. Did he always have that cage up?
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know.
Was he nuts?
Yeah,
he figured it out way ahead of time. I don't know.
Because he had that like microwave gun that he'd made
in a matter of 4 days.
Yeah. But did he like always have that microwave gun? Was he like one of those crazy people who was expecting this alien invasion?
See, that's what.
And on top of that,
was he the Woody Harrelson of 2012? Seriously.
On top of that, when they get to the nuclear submarine and they get to the army guys with their microwave gun, they sit them down and is like, yeah, this destroys them. Oh, okay. I know exactly that technology. I'm going to make a second one right now. And then they do it.
Yeah.
There's no surprise. There's no looking into it. There's no checking the technology. No, they just accept it and, okay, I completely understand what this is.
Yeah, and they totally know how to replicate it.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, we never. That's another cliche that's actually kind of missing is the montage where they build the magical machine that's going to fix everything.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're right, they instantly have a second one.
Yeah,
just like
exactly.
I don't get it. Like, there's no passage of time indicated or anything like that. It's very weird.
Like there's a lot of different people who have established a really elaborate defenses in about 4 to 5 days.
Yeah.
Like
Buddy with a Horse?
Yeah, the redneck guys that they find.
Russian
rednecks. Like, they have
I loved
armor.
Those guys.
They have armor that they know works.
Yeah.
They have a horse that is armored.
Yeah.
How do you know that?
I liked those guys just because they actually seemed to have personalities. So I liked them. I'm not going to lie. I kind of enjoyed it when they were on the screen. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Like they have one goal, and that's to kill these alien things, and they don't really care who gets in their way in order to do it. Okay, cool. Fine.
And we can check off of our list the Ragtag Bunch.
Oh, yep.
There we go.
There you go.
Do you have the rousing Go Team speech?
Oh, I was going to get to that, but thank you for calling it out early. Of course we do.
Good.
We have in the mall. We have our
Get to know your monster moment.
get to know your monster. Yep. Well, and the object that comes too close to someone who isn't really aware. She's just
Oh
standing there.
yes,
Yeah.
yep.
That's where they kind of find out about the glass.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. By the way, I love the cheats that they have in this. The you can almost see the how they saved on the budget. First of all, our villain is mostly invisible, so nothing to film there. In fact, in all the night shots, it's just lights go on, lights go off, lights go on, lights go off, and the monster's there. So they do a little bit of CG
Every so
effect.
often, alarms go off on cars.
Alarms go off on cars. They turn a police siren on. They get a predator shimmer, which we've had since 1990s?
80s,
Or 80s,
yeah.
yeah. Late 80s, since 87 was it Predator? I forget. But, so they use that old chestnut there. They're filming in Russia. Ta-da! That's one little shortcut.
That's a good way to save money.
It's a good way
Yeah.
to save money. If Russia really does look like that, by the way, it's not the dystopian city that all the other movies about Russia that have been that show in America actually make it out to be. It actually looks like a really nice place.
Well,
It is gorgeous. It is.
It's a beautiful city.
It is,
Yeah, oh, yeah.
It is so beautiful.
I want to go to there.
It's one of the world's oldest cities. Like it's
Yeah.
And that's the thing and that's the one thing about this movie is it's really impressive how they were able to empty out the streets of Moscow to get these shots because these shots were real. They were in Russia, and there was nobody around. Like at the Kremlin. The Kremlin is probably the biggest tourist thing in Russia. I would assume.
yeah.
Oh, it absolutely is.
No, it absolutely is. I've seen pictures of that square.
Yeah.
Just flooded with people.
Yeah. Now I imagine what they did is they just yelled on a megaphone, "Hey, we're going to be shooting a scene for The Darkest Hour," and everybody ran. So.
Yeah, really.
And then, well, there's the other cheat is that they do some daytime shooting, but then they shoot a lot of it at night. So now, granted, you have to pay actors more to work at night, but at the same time, it's a lot easier to clear the streets when no one's on. They can, if they start filming at like 3, 4 in the morning, it's like just tell this guy and the other one to get off the street.
Yeah.
And you're done. They filmed in the mall at night.
At night when
Right,
it's closed.
so they didn't have to like shut down the mall during the day for filming. They could
Yeah.
just get the run of the place overnight, film their scenes, and get out. So they probably saved a lot of trouble there. So you can see all of these little tiny shortcuts that they're taking, and they're building them into movie rules. Like, well, they light up lights, so we better go out at night. Ta-da! And except when it's inconvenient to do so, then we'll go out there during the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
What's okay? I need.
I love it when text starts a sentence like that.
I'm sorry, but there's just something that just occurred to me.
Okay.
Okay, so we. I'm never going to get through it if
Sorry,
you don't stop laughing
Go
at me.
ahead.
All right, so when they first show up as these incredibly terrifying balls of golden light that slowly float to the ground,
Yeah.
because who isn't scared of that?
Yeah.
When they first show up as that, everything dies. Power dies,
Yes.
cell phone dies,
Yep.
everything dies.
Yes.
Never do you ever see anyone with a cell phone after that works
Yes.
around these things.
Yes.
And then suddenly they're using them as fucking perimeter gauges.
It's like trackers.
Or
yeah.
like proximity gauges.
Yeah.
Because they show them like with these handfuls of cell phones and just like throwing them out around the area.
Yep.
Yeah.
To let them know that they're there. And suddenly these phones are ringing and everything. Okay, I don't know about you guys, but my cell phone, when it turns on, doesn't fucking automatically ring.
Thank you.
No.
Thank you. I have a note. Like
if
were these phones
anything-
set to auto ring?
Yeah, seriously. Like, if anything, you'd hear the cell phone start.
Yeah.
You know, like with Rogers, for instance, you'd hear the ba-da-da-da.
Yeah.
But you're gonna hear that.
After
Yeah.
a few seconds.
You're gonna hear, well, sure, but you're gonna hear that like 50 yards away from the cell phone? No.
No.
You're not. But suddenly all these cell phones are ringing around the perimeter. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
And that's the part they don't and can't explain is how is it that
They don't even bother. They just skip right over that.
how is it the aliens work like an EMP pulse and can turn everything off, but except when you get close enough to them, all of a sudden they un-EMP pulse and then it just turns on.
Yeah.
There's no explanation for that. I did find what I was looking for, though. I looked it up.
Oh, you looked up what he said?
It's called a Faraday cage. That's the term that they use, and the Russian guy's apartment, basically he creates a Faraday cage, which blocks EM waves, including microwaves. It's surrounding it in enough metal to block the waves.
Yeah.
Why
That only works if the door is locked.
The radio that the group finds in the U.S. Embassy works because it was protected by the EMP, protected from the EMP strike inside the birdcage, which acted like a Faraday cage. So the Faraday cage blocks the EM waves, including microwaves. The radio works in the birdcage because the antenna is connected to a wire leading outside of the cage, so that way the waves can get out. But it would not have worked in Sergei's apartment.
So
when they're
basically,
inside,
the writer of this script did the smallest amount of research about electricity he or she could possibly do, and then went, here, this will explain everything.
yeah, looked up the term Faraday cage or found it somewhere, and then decided
Or had
to
a buddy
employ it.
who knew a little bit about electricity, or maybe, his son came home from school. Hey, son, what'd you learn today? Oh, I learned about this Faraday cage. All right, cool.
So
Script idea.
So there's one of the things that when they had the radio inside the apartment, because it wasn't connected to anything outside to receive a signal, the same cage that was protecting them would have blocked the radio signal from ever coming in. So they should not have learned about that submarine.
Huh.
Assuming that his giant apartment Faraday cage worked, it should have blocked all the waves, including the radio waves.
They didn't learn about the submarine until they found the military hold.
Yeah, but they picked up the radio from the Faraday cage and took it with them. The bird cage.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, but then they had to translate it.
Right. When they get into Sergei's apartment, they have the young girl translate, but they should not have been able to listen to it because it wasn't connected to anything outside to receive a signal. Huh. The same thing that was saving them should have actually stopped them from hearing anything.
Huh. Nice.
This fucking movie. God damn it. Like, did you catch the fact that earlier on when they were being attacked in the bar? What's the main guy's name? I forget his name. Ben?
Sean? Which one are we talking about? The one that lives?
The one that lives.
Sean.
He's the last guy to come through the bar to go into the basement hold where all the food is.
Before Skylar, yeah.
Yeah, before Skylar.
Mm-hmm.
But he grabs a guy from inside the bar and saves him.
Yeah.
And then that guy dies.
Yes.
So what was the point of saving him?
I don't know. Why did he die?
Why did he die? He doesn't even have...
He only missed an arm. He only lost an arm.
Yeah, well, bloodletting maybe.
Well, bloodletting, yeah,
but there was no blood.
But there was no blood because the way that it had been dislocated, I guess you could say, it's just suddenly gone.
Like it was cauterized?
Yeah.
So he got his getting his arm cut off by a lightsaber. He just burned
Pretty
it
much, yeah.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense with how their disintegration is pretty much complete.
Yeah, you touch it and you're disintegrating.
Exactly. And considering that, the very first person that you see die is that cop, and it's basically, it looks like it's a matter of, traveling through and taking the person apart as it moves. So how come he only lost his arm?
It's really weird.
No, that's what I mean. The mythology keeps changing in this movie.
Yeah.
You're right. This is why I obsessed over these aliens. This is my entire thing about this whole movie was these friggin' aliens, because sometimes it looks like they choose what they consume, and sometimes... What?
Choosed?
No, I said choose. Choose what
No,
they
you said
No, you
choosed.
didn't. You said choosed.
But go ahead.
Because the correct one would have been chose.
Sometimes they choose what they consume,
Okay, there you go.
and other times it's like it's automatic. It's like they have no choice in that this is touching me and ergo it's gone. So Sergei gets disintegrated in two separate parts, just to make it that much more gruesome.
Yeah.
Half of him goes, the other half his top half flops in the car, and then it gets disintegrated.
No, Skylar.
Skylar,
I say
yeah.
Sergei?
Yeah.
Oh, I meant the
Yeah,
other guy.
close enough. Who cares? But
He was Swedish for no reason?
I know. with the weirdest Swedish accent ever,
Yeah.
who sort of kind of knows Russian, but not really.
Yeah,
Yeah, really. Like, yeah, he talks to the woman on the street,
Yeah.
and he knows that she said you're all going to die, but he can't translate the message, or was he dead by then?
He was already out in the street by then.
Right.
Was this
He
after
stayed
he went
behind.
batshit
Right,
Because
crazy?
he had seen like the friggin' the lights in Sergei's apartment.
Do you think it was like a Russian guy trying to do a Swedish accent, and that's why he ends up kind of, a little off
Kind of
kilter?
weird. I don't know.
Maybe that could be because it did not seem like a Swedish accent to me.
Nope.
No,
Born
no.
in Sweden.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay, never mind. My apologies then to that guy.
My apologies as well.
And
I
he
did
was in
not
the new
think that was a
RoboCop
Swedish
movie.
accent.
He was Alex Murphy.
What?
I was wondering why he looked familiar.
Yeah, he was RoboCop in the new
He
movie.
emoted way more in this.
You know what? I would have taken bad accent and all to have him actually do something better than he did in RoboCop. Oh my God.
That's hilarious.
I would
I
totally have
didn't even
choose
get that till just now.
That's so funny.
Wow. Okay. Although one thing I'm guessing from a casting perspective is that they did that on purpose. They wanted to sell this probably both, in Europe and in the States, right? So our heroes are American. They hook up with other Russian
but you know what, though?
heroes, and then so the only jackass in the movie, he's got to be from somewhere else. He can't be Russian, can't be American. So fuck it, we'll make him Swedish.
You know what? I hear that a lot. I'm not picking on you, Mark, but I hear that a lot of, they have to do this, they have to sell it in other markets and internationally. If your movie is good enough,
Yeah.
it will be sold everywhere.
People will want to see it no matter what.
So
You know what I mean?
You didn't think Schindler's List was a hit in Germany? Is that what you're saying?
Probably, actually.
I don't know. I didn't check the numbers. So I don't know.
Probably.
I mean, to your point, I'm not saying it's a good idea, but
Like the
it
Avengers,
is a trend.
like there's no international there's no international flavor in the Avengers.
But there is an alternate cut of Iron Man 3 with a lot more happening in China.
Okay, but no, I'm talking about the Avengers. But there's no international flair in the Avengers. But I bet it did pretty good overseas.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But at the same time, though, they will do that like Transformers, they did it for the Chinese market. And,
Oh, yeah, no kidding.
Like I said, an alternate cut of Iron Man 3 for a Chinese market to include more inclusive. Because they are, obviously there's a lot of money over there for that. So I don't know if that's what they were going for here. They didn't want the Russians to be the bad guys in this one, which,
Well, obviously not.
thank you, Red Heat, for starting that trend. Rocky,
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, all the Russian they know is from Rocky 4.
Oh, yeah. I
So
know,
there's been
right?
no other prominent Russian movies since then.
It wasn't even a Russian movie.
I know. There's no other.
That was actually the most American movie I could think of.
Yeah, and there's no other prominent Russians in any other movie. This is all the Russian they know is from Rocky 4. These kids don't know what Rocky 4 fucking
No,
is.
God, no.
Give me a break.
Yeah, seriously.
That was a line delivered through and through.
Well, they just got out of college when they did a marathon of bad Dolph Lundgren movies.
Hope the Punisher was in on that one.
Oh,
Masters of the Universe.
so there are a few continuity errors too. If you look at the backgrounds,
Oh, kidding.
every once in a while, yeah, you'll see people just milling about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
During certain.
Wow, these streets are empty. Thump, thump, thump.
Yeah, but the
thump,
balcony,
thump,
the balconies aren't. In
Yeah, yeah.
some cases, are like in the submarine. It's supposed to be now a dystopian future. The submarine's going away, and they show a bridge, and there's like just regular traffic. Just
Oh, that's awesome. That makes me want to go back and watch that scene again. Just for that.
Is that like in Man of Steel when the whole town's getting destroyed and the van is going by in the background? Just the normal day.
oh, wonder what's going on over there. Oh, a little death and destruction.
Or like Lord of the Rings
Hey, kids,
when they're
kids,
in.
kids, you see the plight? Kids, roll them up. Roll them up. Ask your parents about that particular phrase.
Yeah. Or like like in Lord of the Rings when they're in the Shire or whatever, and in the background there's a car driving along the road.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh my God, which one is that?
The first one, when Frodo and Sam have just left, on the way out of the Shire.
Really?
Yeah, Sam's about to give.
And there's a car that drives by in the background.
There's a little tiny car that you
I
can
have to
see
look that one up.
back in the background. Yeah,
I never knew that. That's hilarious.
yeah. I actually saw that on a YouTube video.
Get off the road, steel monster.
Exactly.
Can we get a cut? Jesus. What about the actual aliens in this movie? Because eventually, when they have the microwave gun, aliens are actually revealed,
And they make no sense.
and it looks like they're just spinning tentacles.
Yeah. It's like a head attached to a whole bunch of tentacles.
It looks like a video game logo. I think I've seen once or twice. It just kind of shoots out at the screen before you start level 1. Like,
I think they kind of look like the aliens from Independence Day, at least like the heads.
actually,
Sorta.
It reminds me of the main. Was it Narc, with the big skeleton head? Like it would come out. What was that game?
Doom?
No, not Doom. It was like an arcade game.
Oh, jeez.
But anyway, regardless.
You know what it reminded me of was the villain from the Green Lantern movie.
Oh, yeah.
That tentacly Parallax.
Yeah.
It looks a little
Don't
bit
remember that
like a
movie.
cheap
Yeah.
Parallax knockoff, which
That's
is saying
true.
a lot.
That's very true.
Yeah,
But these aliens are destroyed by. Here's the thing that can destroy an alien: a pistol, an assault rifle, a rocket launcher. Which, why would you have a rocket launcher?
How?
why wouldn't you want a rocket launcher?
It's one shot. Why would you want it? It's completely. It's unnecessary. He blows up one alien, and now that guy is out of ammo.
Well, he's got to reload, right? He's got a couple of rounds with him.
Does he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's always got
yeah,
two.
he's always packing a
got
couple.
2 rockets or whatever strapped to his back.
Dumb anyway. I'm sorry. That's still dumb. And a rock.
A chunk of their own armor just thrown at them. What the fuck was that?
Like,
Yeah.
is that like throwing a rock into the alien's spokes, and it
I
just
don't
blows
know.
up?
I think
To me, that
so.
seemed more like throwing a hand at a human and making a human explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like to me, because there's no explanation about what this armor is. Like, there's shockingly no scientists that they have to dissect said piece.
They never capture one to study it.
No.
Well, they kill one. The rednecks kill one when they save the group.
All they use
No,
is the
they
rocket
wound
propel-
it. They don't kill it. They wound it.
Oh, that's where they got the rock.
No.
No?
No, they got the rock from later on when Sean and Emily are fighting the other one. When she's somehow being able to steer the bus, but not being able to stop the bus.
No, but he had that was a piece of their armor from when they first meet the Russian rednecks, because that's what we're going to call them, or what I'm going to call them.
No, I'm pretty sure that's a piece that
he
came out.
he
'cause-
picks that up because they
Is
hit
it
it
the
with,
same one that he picked up earlier?
yeah, he hits
Okay.
it. They hit him with the rocket propelled grenade there, and then that damages him. I'm like, okay, we'll just keep fucking using that then. And yeah, and
seriously.
she keeps telling him to leave it alone. He's like, nope. I'm going to scoop this up, even though it might be dangerous, and I'm going to keep it on my person because even though I have no idea what kind of energy it might give out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like,
what else it
there's
could
no
do.
scene where they try to study it or
Never.
anything.
He's
learn
just like
anything
Link
it.
from The Legend of Zelda. You have gained da-na-na-na, piece of alien. My good lord. Like a rock? Really? And you're afraid of these things? And then later on they say that, and the aliens are like pulling up Earth, and they're just pulling stuff out of the Earth.
Straight out.
Generic
Straight
stuff.
out.
Straight up.
Yeah. It's
Which is never explained how they're doing that.
They don't say how they're doing it, but they say why. They say, why are they doing this? What are they looking for? It's like, our Earth is full of minerals. I'm like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you know that's what they're after?
How do you know? Like, you're not saying I think or I guess or maybe.
Yeah.
No, you're saying they are looking for our minerals.
Yeah.
Copper and zinc and
Like
iron.
I said, they read the Wikipedia page.
God.
It's almost
Damn.
like one of them just stopped and told them.
Yeah.
It just
Off screen.
He's just hey, why are you doing this? And he's like, oh, hello. Yes, we're here for your minerals. We just want to have them all and kill you.
Yes.
Good
Yeah,
day.
yeah, exactly. And any human who happens to be in our way, we will be destroying, just to let you know. So if you can just vamoose, that would be
So
wonderful.
if you wouldn't mind, piss off.
Yeah.
And we'll be on our way.
And do not pay attention to any inconsistencies you might see in the killing. We don't really have control.
Yeah, so why is it that
over
when
what
some
we do.
people touch you, they disintegrate, but then you can grab some people? No, trade secret. Fuck off.
By the way, that is one
Fuck
of
off.
our next disaster movie trope: the unnecessarily long death.
Oh,
We first see it with the Aussie, where she just like gets.
Oh, yeah,
she gets electrically lassoed and then.
Yeah, the
pulled-
aliens get in because they don't lock the door.
Yes. I brought that up earlier. Why?
Yeah, I don't get it. What
What
I've
magical
never built
powers does the lock make?
The little hook lock.
Yeah.
Like, really, that's the whole system. That's supposed to complete the circuit on their Faraday cage. Really, Mr. Brilliant Scientist, you left it to that?
Yeah.
One lousy little chain?
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that what it was? Like a millimeter off, and all of a sudden they're all dead.
And why didn't the...
And how come when the door is like just closed, that's not enough?
Yeah, it has to be all the way closed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it has
You're
to
letting
be,
the heat out, the
it
aliens
has to
in.
be locked completely because they throw the door closed, they try to lock it, it doesn't work, they run away, and the alien like bursts through the cage and destroys it and whatever. I'm just like, okay. And then of course there's the hide behind the glass thing.
Yeah, the glass table.
And they have
Luckily,
to
he
figure,
had a glass table.
Yeah, seriously. And then they have to like get out the window. So
Yeah.
why didn't you crawl behind the glass toward
Thank you.
the
Yeah.
window?
Why didn't you just pick up like 4 big panes of glass and walk in a circle with the glass around you?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was wondering too. Like just
Like once you figure that out, you're safe and you can walk right through the middle of downtown Moscow
Yeah.
and walk to the boat.
yeah.
yeah.
Just find 4 big pieces of glass and you're done.
Yeah, exactly. They seem to have access to whatever else they wanted.
Yeah.
No, you're right. I don't...
Or just put a car in neutral and push it and then just stay under the car.
Just fucking drive it. They can't... It's glass and metal. Like, that's all the way around. I
And
don't know.
how could the aliens see them in the bus?
Thank you.
The bus has glass windows.
Yes.
Or were they plastic?
No, those were glass because they made
They-
a
no, they
point.
shattered the
They
glass.
made,
Shattered,
yeah,
you're
they
right,
made a
you're
point
right.
of shattering the glass. Yeah.
Shadoobie.
Yeah.
But you're right. I don't know. Maybe he was just already on the bus. maybe that alien got lost.
No, the alien comes through the door. He busts
did-
through the door.
Maybe he got lost. He came through. He's like, oh shit, and then he gets stuck inside. Oh, I can't see the way out. Oh fuck, I can't. There's all this static around me. Oh damn it. Hey people. Like that was like
I'm
the
running a little low on electricity. This is good.
that was the Chet of their their alien race. You know what I mean? Like
the Chet alien.
that was
Chet.
Chet
God
alien.
damn
Yeah.
you.
Chet.
Oh, by the way, before we move on, we actually have a sponsor for today's.
Oh, really? Who
Brought
was-
to you by Chet.
No, actually, today's podcast brought to you by McDonald's of Russia.
Excellent.
Featured prominently in this movie. But in communist Russia, hamburger burglars you.
And for month of February, featuring RC Cola.
Oh, you got the bonus email. I was just going to say that. All right, yeah, they put that in at the last minute. Thank you, McDonald's of Russia.
They called, but you weren't home, so
Yeah. I was out getting some McDonald's. I felt like it all of a sudden. I don't know why. These aliens are so bad. That's the
okay.
thing is that
Okay. Here. Okay. Okay. So
Eventually, we will get to the point of this.
they make it to the nuclear sub, and the aliens,
nuclear vessel.
the nuclear vessel, the aliens blow up the building next to them, or they're on the boat, and the boat tips, and they go in the water.
Yes, because the aliens are inexplicably blowing up the building beside them.
Yeah. Why then does the girl end up half a city away?
Thank you.
How does she end up in the fucking bus lot fucking 14 blocks away in the same amount of time that it takes him to resurface?
Yeah.
How the fuck does that happen?
Thank you.
When they were holding on to each other when they were falling off the boat.
Good question.
And isn't it convenient that there was a giant water truck right there when they needed it?
Of course. Well, isn't it convenient that Sergei just happened to be building a microwave shotgun?
Well, everything in this movie is
When
it was
they needed it.
convenient
Oh,
that
yeah.
the Russian girl was following behind them as they went looking for the girl, for Natalie. Because all of a sudden she shows up and throws Molotov cocktails to push the aliens across or into the water.
Yeah.
And
And she just shows up out of nowhere.
I don't know. But you're right. Like they fall in the water. They're holding hands, and then it's not like they're in like some. You would think they're in the friggin' rapids.
Yeah.
The way she gets just carried downstream, all of a sudden, wow!
Well, she gets carried downstream and then onto land.
Yeah, and she's perfectly dry, right, on the bus. Like she's been there that
Yeah.
long that she's
Yeah.
dried out.
Yep. Well, they all are, actually, when you think about it.
Yeah, they actually kind of explain that because they bring him into the thing, and that's where they create the new Russian
Right.
microwave
yes.
gun.
Yeah, they find the sub.
Just
They're
like that.
He's like, I gotta go save her. Okay, we'll save her, but come down inside and we'll let some time pass first. Like,
Yeah.
what? And I guess the microwave gun isn't affected by being submerged underwater.
Thank you.
The big gun that fires electrical pulses is not affected by being submerged in water
Yes.
Shouldn't
at all.
Shouldn't that have just killed? Well, the battery was dead. I don't know.
Dropping a gun and dropping a battery in water doesn't doesn't kill the battery.
Well, no, it was already dead.
It shorts out, but
Yeah.
it doesn't just lose power. Besides, didn't they add battery power on the ship?
Yeah, they gave it.
Yeah.
He leveled up.
Yeah. So then when he first goes to use it, it doesn't work? What do you mean it's out of battery power? You just got new batteries.
I don't get it.
Oh, there's another cliche.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, the big
Weapon
weapon at the
misfire?
end. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Not working until the absolute last second it needs to.
Yep.
Yes, that is an action movie cliche. Actually, that we pull out of this one is the
Yeah, oh, yeah.
the weapon that won't fire until the absolute last second. Yep.
It just needs
Lord.
a kick or a smack or something like that.
Yep. Sacrifice of a main character.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
For no fucking reason whatsoever.
No.
Because all he does is
See, I
get
thought
up
he
and
was the main
pull
character.
her
Me too.
away from the pillar. I know. I actually called his death earlier on.
But out of the two-
I called Sean's death incorrectly.
But I thought Sean was the main character. Like, he
too.
was the one that was supposed to live.
Ben.
Or Ben. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought so too.
I don't get it.
Yeah, I thought Slacker guy was going to be the one to die, and the other
Yeah,
guy.
but sometimes that's the thing. That's where the red herring was in this case, because sometimes the slacker guy has the huge turnaround in his character, right? Has the huge character arc and becomes the hero. It's rare.
Yeah, but
It's
this,
really rare. So I didn't see it coming. I actually thought it was Ben, but then when I saw how they were establishing the fact that Emily and Sean were inexplicably attracted to each other,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, right, Ben's gonna die.
Did you catch? Yeah. See, I sorry, I didn't catch that. I really thought that the geekier of the two was the one that was gonna. And I honestly thought I was okay. It's gonna be her, and then the brown haired girl, or the black haired girl. I forget their names. And that's,
Emily was black haired.
You're right. So I thought Slacker and Ozzy were gonna get together, or they were gonna die. And I thought it would be Brain and black hair were gonna go through.
Seriously, I thought Ben's name was Matt for the longest time. That's how well these people enunciate.
yeah. Yeah, well,
And
there's
for
that
some
too.
reason, when I first was writing the synopsis down, I thought Skylar was Dimitri. Not quite sure how.
Well, it is a more Russian name, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Sean, did you catch the horror movie trope in this one?
Hit me.
It's near the beginning. The last known photo.
The last known photo.
When they're at the bar and
Yeah.
they're all just getting along, like we have a little like mini passage of
Oh,
time.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
And
just
they're
before the
laughing,
power
and then-
goes out.
And then the Australian, she's artsy and takes photos, so she has her little camera and she takes the last known photo of them together
Yeah, yeah.
before they all go off to die. Yep.
Yeah,
So they bring
yeah.
in a few tropes from a few different places here. But these aliens suck, man. They tried to go for the Jaws effect, the whole idea of what you can't see is scarier. but at the same time, they show us enough.
They don't explain it, though.
No, exactly. Like this is why they suck.
Yeah, because you know what? If you're gonna be scary, come down invisibly. And just have shit start happening. Don't, awe people with these beautiful... Because I'm sorry, if I saw a beautiful golden light coming down from the sky, I'd be like, ooh, cool.
Yeah, like when they first showed up in the sky and there was, and they called it Aurora Borealis, and I'm like, no. And I'm like, oh my god, they're getting attacked by the Summit Pictures logo. Like, that's what it looks like. I'm like, is Twilight about to start? What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, and then you see all these balls of golden light coming down, and then the cop inches fearfully toward it. I'd be like, why? I mean, it's already it's disappeared by that time. But you know what? You want an actual scare? Make it invisible. Period.
Yeah,
have shit going on, and everybody being
and don't
like,
show
"What
us,
the?
Don't show
fuck?
us part of the movie from the alien's perspective."
Yeah.
Oh, total rip off of Predator on that one, eh?
Yeah, well,
the alien view.
But now we know what they look for.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, and
so it's not scary anymore.
And this alien view is. I always wonder about these when they put these in the movies because ever since Predator, it's kind of become a bit of a pseudo trend, really, right? To show how do they see everything, and it always seems to be some sort of monochromatic or just a dual type of view. They see this and that's it. And I'm like, how the hell are these aliens conquering space travel when they can only see organic or inorganic? Right? They see gray or bioelectrical shit. That's so. Just imagine the two guys working on the ship, and then it's like, okay, hey, Glorp. That's Chet for an alien, by the way. So, hey, Glorp, do me a favor. Before we conquer space, could you just plug in the two blue wires together? And then Glorp's going to be like, well, what fucking ones are blue? I can't see shit. It's all gray to me.
Yeah, I can see gray and gold.
Yeah. How the hell are they doing anything when they can only see like that?
And what's with the shape of human bodies, the way that they see us?
Yeah.
I don't
It's really bad video games from the PlayStation era.
It was really bad. Yeah, this was bad. It
was so confusing. Why are they seeing us that way?
Because it was made on PlayStation 1?
Yeah.
I don't know.
This is so bad.
Yeah. You know what? They shouldn't have gone there. You're right. And that's one of the cool things about Predators. We don't actually get to see him in his full on, glory, so to speak, until the end. And until then, he's just an invisible force that's just affecting our, the heroes, and the heroes have to figure out what's going on. He's behaving like them. That's how they know what he's doing.
Yeah, but the difference is at the end of Predators, you see the Predator.
Eventually you get to see
You don't see the alien in this movie. It's so confusing.
And they have a brief conversation. Like Schwarzenegger, what the hell are you? You know what I mean? And they at least have a brief conversation. These aliens, they are so disembodied, it might as well be a ghost story.
Yeah.
We might as well have just had Dan Aykroyd and the crew roll up in the Ecto-1 and save the day. Why not?
Yeah.
This was awful.
Yeah, and the way that it ends when they suddenly have all this radio communication and whatever, and how I love how they hear over the broadcast that something was taken down. One of those
tower in Paris,
vacuum things, whatever, were taken down. And then Sean goes, they took that down. It's like,
no shit.
I know. We were all listening.
This is how it begins.
Yeah.
But the girl that was with him was going, oh, really?
Yeah, I know.
I'm circling on a map and stuff.
Yeah. Why are they in charge of you have Russian military
Americans.
guys. Yeah. No, yeah. No.
Seriously, that's why.
It's like, what? You're now in a storage holder, and you stay there until we get back to America. Let us Russian military guys who were trained handle this shit.
Yeah, exactly. And seriously, if I'd been that sub-commander guy, when he was like, I'm gonna go get my girlfriend, whatever, blah, 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 you have to stay here, I'd be like, we don't have to do shit, buddy.
Yeah.
I have my orders, and...
Oh, no, he gave that big thing. If it was one of your guys, you would stay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's not one of my guys, so fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sorry, save one human and possibly just
kill my crew?
Get everyone killed? No, sorry.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, exactly.
Question for the room. So you're in a disaster-like situation, and you meet up with a bunch of locals who can help you and protect you. Would you A, stay with them and help out, or B, run back to your home country and possibly die along the way?
Stay with them and help out.
Yeah, why? I don't know why you want to go back to your home country.
Yeah, it's got to be just as fucked, right? So that's,
Yeah.
Well,
but
no,
that's the big
clear,
speech
no.
we get. Is like this
No, it just happened here.
is yeah. But that's
Yeah, it
the big
happened here and in Europe, but North America's fine.
Yeah.
That's the big speech we get, though.
Oh yeah.
Right? Is that, well, this is your home, not our home. So we're going to go to our home.
And the girl's mother is safe because she gets a text message.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, and the guy fixes her cell phone.
Yeah, because that's all it took.
Yeah, he says,
The
I
aliens are
replaced.
they're still in the frickin' planet, and they've somehow managed to destroy everything. But hey, new parts on the cell phone, good to go.
Yeah,
Fuck off.
like, and he says, I've replaced all the damaged parts. I'm like, you have replacement cell phone parts
Yeah,
on
exactly.
your military nuclear sub?
Yeah. Well, yeah, of course. Got the little Radio Shack in the sub.
Yeah, it's right. It's right.
It's just under Bunker D.
It's right beside the Cinnabon.
Yeah, seriously.
It's a big ass sub.
This new Russian
Turned right
nuclear
at
sub.
the Starbucks.
Russian nuclear sub brought to you by Nokia.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Or Russian nuclear sub, or floating Faraday cage, because we got to throw that one out again.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Oh, for God, I missed that actually.
You got to be listening to Sergei to get anything in this movie. He's got all the answers, and then they kill him off.
Yeah, the one who goes from being totally Russian and not knowing any English to
To speaking English.
easily bilingual. Okay.
Yeah. Well, good on him, but still.
Okay. Oh
Whatever
yeah,
happened
no,
to him?
absolutely. Like
he
you know,
dies,
you
right?
You catch up on language that quickly. Fucking, you're a genius. But
He gets
Still.
disintegrated, right?
he does.
Okay.
yes.
Notice when he got disintegrated, he had his gun, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He dropped it right in the middle of the room.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, Ben across the room just like, yoink!
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
right at his feet.
Oh yeah.
There's another continuity error.
Yeah.
I was like,
Stupid-ass
that's
movie.
where I thought, I'm like, oh shit, they must have had two guns. That must have been where the second, did he just have two of them? Because there's no way it got from there to there, and he picked it up, and there's no way the Russians just instantly had one, so there must have been two.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have one. How about just after Sergei has been killed, they're like, oh no, out the window we go. We're totally fine. Why?
The alien full?
Yeah, exactly. The alien was like, well, I'm going to be working off Sergei for a while. I should take a nap. Like, fuck off.
More biological shit I couldn't possibly. I'm just, oh my god. Oh, he was a big guy. Woo! A lot of shit in that guy.
That's okay. I'll come back for a second plate later.
I'm just going to sleep in this little Faraday cage.
Yeah, exactly.
Good Lord. And when they're on the bridge, and they're walking up the bridge,
Oh, and they find out that it's broken?
when they get to the broken part,
Yeah.
they didn't see the giant hole in the bridge.
They didn't see the broken part of the bridge on the other side.
They didn't see the ship sticking through the top of the bridge.
Yeah.
No. Well, the ship was in their
Fuck
defense
off,
in that particular situation. The ship wasn't through the bridge. The ship was underneath the bridge.
No, but the top mast was sticking up through the top of it.
Was it?
Yeah, it was over
I
top
didn't
of
notice
it.
that.
They could have.
That is.
They could have just swung on the mast and got over to the other side.
Yeah, I was actually looking at the ship, going, well, it's not much of a drop, so you could drop down, maybe climb back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's totally
And
what I
why?
was
And
doing.
why, when they were on the first boat, did they not raise the sails?
I don't know.
It would have prevented them from crashing into the cement barrier that's somehow in the water and floating.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Because it was obviously deep enough for the boat to go. But
The submarine goes by.
No. The first boat that they're on,
Oh.
the big yacht. But so the boat floats up, so it's got some depth to it there. But then you have this cement barrier that's just sticking out of the water and I guess floating in place. Like, don't you think that would sink?
You would think?
Yes?
Is it like some?
Yes.
I don't know. Like the way that the way that it kind of shows up and everything. I'm like, is that a wall that fell?
See, this is a lesson in directing. You have to direct your movie keeping in mind that the people who are watching the movie haven't read the script and don't know what's going to happen and don't know everything that you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to explain it to your audience.
Yeah. In order for it
This
to make
movie was
sense to
made
us.
as if everyone gets a script ahead of time, along with a brief description
Yeah.
of the mythology.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
you just go along with it.
Yeah,
It's like
you get to a particular part, and like the actor should have turned to the screen and been like, "Okay, now at this point, you should be on page 64."
yeah, it's like the fourth
Like,
kind. It's like
Yeah,
fucking movie.
So messed
God
up.
damn it. So this movie cost $30 million, made domestically just under 21 and a half.
Ooh, I was guessing 18.
It actually made double its money back when you bring in the foreign markets. So technically, it was a success. Rotten Tomatoes gives this a score of 12%.
Nice.
Oh, I
was
don't
watch-
totally go by Rotten Tomatoes though.
No, I know, but just to give you an idea, I was actually watching some YouTube videos, some reviews last night. There's actually people that like it.
Unironically,
No,
so they like it ironically.
no, sorry, yes,
What?
yeah, they legitimately like it.
Why?
I don't know.
Do they give reasons?
Yeah, but it's all
Do they give IQ?
It's all like I loved the aliens.
What aliens?
I don't know.
I loved the shimmering air that
And-
really had no purpose whatsoever except to suck people up into little cubes
I know.
for some reason.
And,
Okay.
and to think, like, this movie you can actually watch on YouTube in two different ways. You can watch it for free, because it is on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Or if you go to their official channel, you could pay $14.99 to see it.
Oh wow.
Or you could rent it for like $5.
I don't think we paid $14.99 when we saw it in theaters.
No, I'm pretty sure we went on cheap night.
And it was 3D.
Was it?
Yeah, it was 3D.
Oh my god, it was!
How was that?
No.
Oh, dude, just like everything else in this movie, a waste of time.
I just remember it. I remember the other people in the theater, but there wasn't a whole lot.
I don't
And-
remember the other people in theater. I remember just laughing consistently because we basically
making
had a
fun of it.
comment for just about every scene that
Yeah,
happened.
exactly. And I think that's how you should watch this movie if
Oh,
you've never
yes.
seen it.
This should be a
Get a group
watch.
of your funniest friends together and riff this movie all the way through.
Yes,
because-
and drink.
yeah, that probably
That's
helped.
what I was missing.
Turn it into a drinking game. Every time a light lights or a car alarm goes off or something, you take a shot. You'll be plastered in about 15 minutes.
Hell.
Well, maybe more than 15 minutes because it takes about half an hour for the fucking aliens to show up when you've established nothing about the characters or anything.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the other thing is there's no personality established here. Sergei kind of like you said earlier, he seems to have a personality, but he doesn't really have a personality because they don't delve too deep into it. So, like, you're not interested in any of these characters at all.
Nope.
No, not in the least.
Because they don't spend any time building up these
They're
characters.
not funny. They're not interesting.
No. Like, they lose their $1 million app deal, and then 2 hours later, they're in a bar looking to get laid.
Yeah.
So, okay, so obviously the app deal wasn't that big of an issue for you.
Well, you had Buddy trying to cheer. Oh, don't worry, it'll all get better. It's like, what? You were hanging your everything on this
Yeah.
deal, and it just goes to hell, and now it's going to disappear just like everything else.
Now, mind you, I'm not surprised that their idea was stolen, considering they're talking about it in the cab.
Yeah.
Yeah. And their Swedish
Yeah,
business
but it's
partner
also
cuts
not
them out.
established how it was stolen. It just was.
I think they were working on it with Skylar.
Yeah.
And then Skylar beats them to Russia, I
Yeah,
guess.
Yeah, he basically just claims it for himself.
So I guess in the investment world, first come, first served.
Yeah, I suppose.
Let alone the fact that you probably had a telephone meeting with these people and said, yes, okay, we agree to give you it on the condition that you come to Russia and explain it to us.
Maybe.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, they could have set
Lord.
that up better if Sergey was the, or whatever the fuck his name was.
Skylar.
Yeah, him too. Was the, like you said, we don't give a shit about any of these people.
No.
But if he was supposed to be the Russian liaison,
We actually don't even care that he killed his girlfriend for the most part because we don't even know whose girlfriend is.
yeah, we see her and...
No, she doesn't even have a name.
No.
No.
All she is she's a beautiful face. That,
Yeah.
And gets roped into, golden roped, I guess, into a...
Wonder Woman's golden lasso, true?
Yeah, seriously. just gets roped into the alien and dies. There.
Yeah, she's a non-entity.
Yeah.
Stupid. So as always on this show, we try to find the real story behind the story, Mark.
I have two of them. Or is it the story of how the movie Transformers has taken yet another career and flushed it down the toilet with our cute Ozzy? Or is it the real story of where Tinkerbell comes from?
It does look like Tinkerbell, that's for sure. Tex?
You know what? I actually didn't have one because I defy you to find a storyline in the first place.
Yeah.
You're getting away with too many of those.
I'm sorry. I am sorry, but honestly, I'm usually pretty good for finding an or is it. But, every so often I look at a movie and I'm like, electricity is evil there.
Yeah, pretty much. Or I'll save you. I've got two. Or is it a failed final project from a community college computer animation course?
No.
Or, since this movie was released 2 days before Christmas in 2011, is this the movie that makes me jealous of all the kids who got a lump of coal in their stocking?
Or is it this generations of lump of coal?
It's almost like this is...
You were on the naughty list, you get this movie in
It's
your
almost like this
stocking.
is the sequel to Skyline.
Oh.
I could believe that.
Actually,
Yes.
on IMDb, it says if you like this movie, you might like Skyline.
I absolutely believe that. Because
too.
if
Blammo.
you don't have any
Intelligence?
really movie taste whatsoever and you like Skyline, then yeah, this is going to be your fucking Godfather.
God, this movie. So that's going to about do it for the darkest hour. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Taylor.
I'm Tex.
Eat at McDonald's. I mean Mark.
Join us next time when we'll review the documentary that takes a look inside the world of competitive chicken wing eating. You'll never believe the secrets that get revealed in Some Like It Honey Garlic.